position, because if they die and they try to blame us for not watering them properly, so well, you're in charge of the irrigation. So that gives us a little bit of backup there. So we gave them that contract. Now, also, I want to ask the board tonight, I guess, do we have to actually get some kind of vote or anything on this? Or?
To make a motion.
All right. Well, let's officially make a motion. I make a motion to approve this, the irrigation contract and the trays of geraniums. So if we can get a vote on that, that would be good. And the Christmas lights. Do I have a motion to accept that or second my motion?
I'll second the motion, Bill.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. Okay. Done deal. Now, wanted to get something done in the front there because it's time to put new mulch down. But before we put the mulch down, there's a bunch of silver buttonwoods as you come in, where that indentation, where the turning lane is, that are all sparse and they look pretty shabby. And I wanted him to rip them out and put something else, so he suggested, excuse me, suggested 100 3-gallon Exoras, where he would rip out those buttonwoods and put all these Exoras in there among the trees. And that would be $9.75 per unit, $975. Also on the west side of the entrance, there's a bunch of really shabby, scraggly things growing on the berm that I asked him to rip, how much to rip that out and put in something that's full. And we talked about arecas because they grow relatively fast, they're full, and they don't need the water and maintenance that other things require. And they'll do well there, and they'll provide a kind of a wall so you won't see all those houses behind the berm. Now, he'll put in 17 areca palms. If they're 24 to 30 inches average height, the total cost would be $935. If he puts in 17 that average between 30 and 48 inches, it would be $1,275. But I would like to see that get done before the mulch, and I'll bring up the mulch contract in a second. Do you want to vote on this first, or do you want to hear the mulch?
I just have a comment. I'm very much for improving and maintaining our infrastructure. I think that's very important. Gail, I don't know anything about the budget on these kinds of things. Are these kinds of expenses in line with what our budget can handle?
Yeah, there's always enough money. I mean, we've got surplus from last year.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and we do have a tree maintenance budget and plants and landscaping line item.
And there wouldn't be much after this because a lot was done last year. They replaced stuff on the island in the middle, but this would beef up the front and make it look a lot nicer, and then do the mulch. And we really wouldn't have to address much unless something dies on the cul-de-sacs or, whatever. So, yes. Hold on, because what we're doing, and I wanted to announce this before, because it's a board meeting. Everybody in the audience, if you'd like to say something, you'll get 3 minutes at the end of the meeting, okay?
It's on this topic, and I'd like to do it before you vote, if I could.
Let's not do that.
Huh? Yeah. We're going to have to, no, we'll wait until at the end of the meeting for that, okay?
I do have a question on the Exoras. How susceptible are they to fungus?
I've had them in front of my house since I moved in, and they're fine.
Because we have ended up with every one of ours out.
Well, I don't know
Okay.
what the other conditions might have been that caused that, but I've had them, my wife trims them down, and they're great. They have them along Coconut on the other side of the road. It all looks very healthy. It's green. It produces a nice flower, an orange, pinkish flower. So it'll be a great improvement over that sparse button.
Now, our spraying that we have from Tribune, they
should I bring up the mulch, would you like me to bring up the mulch business too and do all three? All right, because here's the thing, we were getting 90 cubic yards of mulch from a company called Ash Cow, and it was 4,400. Here's a bill from 2008. Apparently they've been giving us the same price for several years. That's 90 cubic yards. Now, True Green will do it, and that was 4,400. True Green will do it for $3,240, which is a $1,200 savings. There was a discrepancy about the bags, how much they covered. Now those bags come in 2 cubic feet and 3 cubic feet. And I had them put on the contract, it's 3 cubic feet, there's 27 cubic feet in a cubic yard, and if you do the math, you multiply, what did I say, 27 by, I had this all written down, and I'm too lazy to do the math. Anyway, if you multiply the 3 cubic feet times 810, you got 20, whatever, 24 or something.
Net, it's the same amount of
Yeah,
mulch.
it's 90 cubic yards, and it's $1,200 cheaper. So I would say give True Green the mulch contract as well. So they have everything there is reasonable, more reasonable than the other company. And so now I don't know what you want to do as far as these Eureka's, but I would like to get to make a motion to just accept these three. You could decide if you wanted to go with 30 to 48 inch or 24 to 30 inch.
These things grow like weeds.
They do.
Yeah, so if you want to go with the smaller ones, that would be 935, so we'd have 935, that would take care of the west side of the entrance, 975 for the east side of the entrance, and 3240 for the mulch. And that will cover the entire community.
And we had 4,500 in for mulch in the budget, so you're saving like a little over $1,000 there. You can apply that to one of those other bills. And then the tree maintenance were, $1,000 under budget right now through November.
Okay.
So that would cover part of that. And we have a plants and shrubs line, which we are under budget by about $500. Oh, I take it back, we're over budget on that one. Okay, but, yeah, there's, between those things,
We'll be
we
able
probably
to
have
do it.
enough money, yeah.
All right.
Do we just mulch once a year?
Yeah. So, I make a motion to accept those. Anybody want to second it? We'll discuss it further.
I'm okay with it.
Okay, anybody want to second the motion?
I'll second.
Okay, now that means we would get the
Smaller.
smaller of these, 935, 975, and 3240. And that will cover all our stuff. So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye? All right, done deal. So we'll get those contracts out, and that covers all that. Now, we also, we were told on a number of occasions over the years that that back lake needs really should be aerated. So I started getting a couple of estimates, and I'm not complete here. We did get one, God bless you, one from Lake and Wetland Management. And they would put aerators, a 1 horsepower compressor, and 6 stations in the lake. And the entire job would be $13,612. Now, we got another company, Vertex, which is also a division of True Green. They work with, Vertex, excuse me. Vertex works with Aquatic Systems, who is our lake company. And they come up with a total of, well, I'm not finished.